Hey guys, welcome to our podcast. Saya Jimmy sebagai host anda di sini. Topik kita hari ni ialah sedih lah. Ready untuk kecewa, ready untuk patah hati. Main topik kita hari ini ialah mencintai dalam diam. Aduh. Tapi tenang, saya bukan saya tak bersorangan. Saya dengan guest artis kah? Boleh lah guest artis. Bukan artis, okey lah. Not so artis tapi talented lah. Okey, dia seorang perempuan rapat dengan saya, talented, intelligent, berbakat.
Biasa-biasa saja.
Biasa-biasa. Okay. Ilana Karen here.
Hi everyone, my name is Ilana. Boleh panggil saya Lana or Karen, mana-mana pun boleh.
Baik. So kamu masih sedih kan?
Masih.
Saya sedih. Course
Faculty of Education. There's jadi cikgu English lah basically habis. Habis. Kamu?
Saya masih sedih dekat tak boleh sebut lah. College.
Okay, boleh tak buat.
Saya ambil graphic design.
Okay.
Graphic design. So, Ilana, kamu single or taken?
Okay.
Single or taken?
Single or taken? Well, basically it's complicated lah.
Complicated? Okay.
Wait, depends on your definition of single, but I can say that I am single, but I'm not really available in a way. It's in that someone else is occupying my heart right now.
Okay.
But yeah, life goes on maybe. Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
But yes, I'm single. How about you?
Saya? Gila. Taken lah.
Okay.
Taken lah. Taken.
Gila.
Game PS.
Okay. Okay.
Bukan, saya single lah. Tengok je muka saya. Siapa mau dengan saya kan?
Jangan macam tu.
Kita mesti rendah hati. Mesti. Kalau boleh serendah-rendahnya.
Tak boleh cakap macam tu. Semua orang ada jodoh.
Okey lah. Ya. Saya pun percaya tu. Jadi jodoh mesti ada.
Ya.
Kan?
Amin.
Percaya kepada Tuhan.
Amin.
Yang Maha Kuasa.
Haleluya.
Okay, so jom kita bahas tentang mencintai dalam diam. Okay, main topik kita hari ini ialah mencintai dalam diam. So, mencintai seseorang yang mustahil untuk dimiliki agak berat lah bagi saya kan.
Ya, sama lah.
Berat kan?
Yep.
So, kamu pernah tak mengalami mencintai dalam diam?
Ya, saya memang pernah.
Okay. Pernah?
And in fact that I'm going through it right now.
Oh, sekarang?
Ya.
Oh, okay. So, kalau boleh ceritakan sikit lah.
Before we get to start di mana saya start mencintai dalam diam ni.
Okay.
At first I want to tell you how this kind of feeling start. So this guy, I met him when I was 18. Nah, masa tu saya masih belajar asasi. We were classmates. Kami classmates in the way that I was the one who first liked him, you know. And then at that time, it's not just a regular crush, like nothing serious.
Crush biasa lah.
Suka macam tu je So like, but as we got into degree, and masa tu saya sudah tidak fikir lagi lah perasaan saya dengan dia. So macam biasa
Fokus study lah
basically. And he's my best friend. So like,
best friend.
Just buang jauh-jauh.
Sama duduk dekat kelas kah?
Yeah. In a way, yes. Sama duduk campus lah basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but then one day the two of us went out together lah. Macam kawan macam lepak-lepak dekat shopping mall tengok wayang.
Kira date lah.
It's not a date.
Okay.
It's not a date of just hang out lah.
Okay, hang out biasa lah. Okay.
Not yet anyway.
Okay, not yet. Okay. Faham.
So, but then before the said outing lah, before that he told me that he likes someone.
Okay.
So like, I keep asking him who's that someone, but he doesn't say much. So like in this particular hangout session, hangout session pula. So like so I asked him again lah, teasingly, my dad teasingly I said, siapa lah perempuan tu, lepas tu dia diam tau.
Okay.
And keeps on looking at me like something is going on.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit, no, this is not happening.
Okay.
End up, we went to this shopping mall. The shopping mall tu ada taman, so we went there and he confessed.
Oh, okay.
It's like okay. Yeah. So starting from there, we were like, at first I was like, okay, thank you for liking me, but I didn't tell him that I actually like him back.
Okay.
And then
tapi kamu first suka dia kan? Okay, so
like I didn't tell him at that moment that I like him back. I was like, masa tu saya tak ada apa-apa lah dalam hati saya.
Tak ada feeling lah.
And then but a few days later.
Okay. What's happening?
Entahlah, in a way that feeling came back after he confessed.
Oh, like, okay.
It was like, it scared the shit out of me lah, basically.
Okay.
In a way that I cannot be with him. It's wrong for me to be with him.
Okay, faham kan? Faham.
In a way that we came from two different worlds, but in a way that so like yalah, so lama-lama after he confessed lah. So lama lah juga, but like a few weeks macam tu, we were like macam biasa saja kawan-kawan.
Biasa lah.
But in a way that my feelings were like
okay.
So I couldn't stay. I macam tidak keruan lah. Keep on thinking lah. So one day something bad happened to him.
Oh, apa? What happened?
Like, dulu kan dia athlete lah, and so he has this kind of injuries that
ankle,
not ankle, knee.
Oh, knees. Okay.
So like so he was like feel very bad. Like he was really sad. He couldn't do any sports anymore in a way. So like he told me lah, and then I was like, my heart was breaking for him.
Aduh, okay. Faham.
So I was there with him that night.
Okay.
That one night dekat to him. So I was talking to him, and then in a way that because of my intention towards him. He keeps on bringing up that he lagilah dia confess lagi. And then I told him lah, you know that this I cannot do anything with your two lah. And he said that I know that you couldn't do anything with my feelings, but I will try to make you mine in a way that he said.
Okay.
Oh fuck. I was in deep hole.
Okay.
So I was like, oh shit. I was contemplating, I was like tidak macam
tak fokus.
Nak bagi tahu ke tidak, nak bagi tahu saya I like him back. So like, you know what, fuck it. So I told him lah.
Last kamu cakap dekat dia yang
saya suka dia balik.
Oh, okay.
So start from there, we were like, I don't know, we were unofficially dating lah, in a way that it's not that we like girlfriend or whatever, but in a way that we were enjoying the feelings that we had for each other.
Okay.
So like, yeah. But however, because of at the back of my mind, I know it's wrong.
Yeah. It's totally wrong.
It's it's not that macam, so like whenever I spend time with him, like berdua dengan dia,
okay,
I feel guilty. Guilty
macam ni kan? Guilty.
Bersalah.
Guilty tu bersalah kan?
Yeah.
Besarah lagi. Bersalah. Oh, okay.
Every night I was like, I kept thinking, am I doing the right thing by doing this? Because at the end of the day, I need to break things off with him.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, and this whole thing started to affect my mental health. I was anxious a lot. I was like in this kind of bubble where I keep on being mad at myself, So like,
paham.
So like I decided to stop things.
Okay.
Yes, put an end to that, to whatever we had lah. So now, yeah, I cinta dia dalam diam lah.
Cinta dalam diam lah.
The thing is about him, he has this. The thing is about him that he has this kind. He is, in a way, that he has this kind of depression.
Oh, dia ada depression.
In a way, yes.
Oh, ada. Oh, okay.
In a way that he always feels that hard. He keeps on being hard with himself. And I always there for him. So that the thing is, when you have this kind of feeling with someone, you couldn't help but feel it too.
Okay. Faham.
So it's hard right now for me to like keeping my relationship with him as a friend, like to like jaga jarak lah. It's hard.
Jaga jarak.
It's already crossed that line. So that I don't want to like, if I add more to it, macam bagi dia extra attention or any signs that I really actually still love him, it will give him hope. So that's
faham.
So that's why right now we don't really talk that much.
Oh, okay. So kalau boleh tahu, dia ada sekarang dekat mana?
At home, dekat rumah dia.
Stay at home.
Yeah, stay at home, guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, di rumah dia. Okay. So, tadi kan kamu dah mention sebab pasal knee injuries.
Yeah.
So, knee injuries sebab?
It's like, do you know? Kamu tahu kan yang macam atlet tu, pemain bola sepak tu, is macam ligament dia longgar tu.
Oh, okay.
Tengah kaki kamu tu yang
aduh, tahu tapi lupa lah.
Is it?
ACL betul ACL.
It's not that serious. It's not serious.
ACL serious lah. Serious ACL serious.
Something like ACL but different.
Bukan ACL.
Not exactly ACL but something around that line lah.
Oh, okay. Saya pernah belajar pasal ni tapi lupa dah sekarang.
Sama lah. Tak tahu.
Okay.
Kamu macam mana pula? Apa pengalaman kamu?
Okay. Saya rasa kamu tahu kot.
Ya,
tahu kan?
Saya tahu.
Okay. Cerita lah dekat. Saya cerita ringkas lah. So, okay. So, kisah saya ni tragis lah. Tak adalah tragis sangat tapi okay lah, sedih lah. Bagi saya sedih lah. Okay. So, saya ada mencintai seseorang perempuan ni. Okay. Kan? And then saya sangat sayang dia lah. Sayang jugalah. Tapi kalau ada orang tanya saya kenapa saya suka dia kan, the main reason saya suka dia is bagi saya dia rajin lah and cantik lah. Okay, cantik. And then itulah the main reason saya suka dia is bagi saya dia rajin. Tapi sampai sekarang dia tak tahu pun yang saya suka dia. Sebab you know kan, macam saya takut bah kalau contoh kalau saya confess kat dia kan, then saya takut dia reject saya kan. Saya memang tak dapat lah kan, tapi itulah. Tapi cinta kami berdua ini terhalang. Ini betul terhalang sebab ada hal-hal yang tidak boleh dibahas. Okay, sorry. Okay, so dulu masa first time saya suka dia, saya ada 2 impian. So impian satu ialah kalau boleh saya nak ambil gambar dengan dia and bercakap dengan dia. So masa tu saya fikir ini memang 100% tak dapat lah kan, 100% tak dapat. Sebab saya jenis orang yang saya dah tahu dah perkara tu memang takkan berlaku lah, kira macam tu lah. So itulah saya fikir memang tak dapat lah kan. Tapi saya silap. Tuhan kabulkan doa saya. Akhirnya sekarang saya dapat ambil gambar dengan dia dan bercakap dengan dia. So itulah. Macam mana saya boleh rapat dengan dia? Tak boleh beritahu lah. Sorry. And then kami berdua pernah dating lah kot. Sebab kami berdua je kot kan. You know, pergi coffee shop kan, spend time. So itulah. Rasa kecewa tu memang ada lah kadang-kadang kan. Nama juga mencintai kan, mestilah ada kecewa kan. Tapi saya yakin ada orang di luar sana sama mengalami yang apa yang saya rasa. mesti sama, mesti ada. Tapi sekali lagi saya tekankan di sini, tuan-tuan dan perempuan, saya sangat bersyukur lah sebab Tuhan telah hantar dia untuk saya belajar tentang relationship ni lah. Jujur kan, kalau boleh jujur, disebabkan dia, saya banyak belajar benda baru about relationship ni lah. Betul? Tak tipu, betul. Walaupun sakit kan rasa dia, tapi itulah, bersyukur lah. So sekarang ni inti dia ialah saya doakan dia bahagia, diberikan kesihatan yang baik, diberikan rezeki, diberikan jodoh terbaik buat dia lah. Asal dia bahagia lah, asal kau bahagia.
Yeah.
Sedih lah. Tak apa, saya tak rapat dia tak apa. Yang penting dia bahagia dengan orang lain. Itu yang harus saya lakukan. Right? So, tengok saya pun dah mengeluh dah. Tapi bukan kecewa. So, bagi kamu lah pendapat kamu, apa baik dan buruk about mencintai dalam diam?
Yang baiknya dalam mencintai dalam diam. So first of all, for me is that walaupun kamu cintai dalam diam, in a way that you don't risk of being hurt, because once you out there, you're out there, you know, there's no going back. Contohnya saya sudah keluar kan, it's hard to go back.
Keluar di mana? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's hard to like keep it lah. Anyway. So lagi lama kamu dekat luar, the risk of you being hurt is really high. It's true, right?
True.
So at the second of all,
betul.
Yeah. Yang selain itu, yang baik mencintai dalam diam is that hubungan kamu dengan orang yang kamu suka tu terjagalah. It's better for them to be ignorant about it, because once they know, something will happen lah. It can go both ways. It can go the good way, it can go the worst ways. Like macam tiba-tiba dia tak nak ada kawan dengan kamu sudah lah. Yang tu it sucks.
It sucks.
Believe me, I know.
Okay. Faham. Ilana terror lah pasal cinta-cinta ni.
Yes, I know. Oh my god.
Okay. Dan buruk, bad about mencintai dalam diam.
Bad dalam cinta diam is like what I said. Like once you keluar, once you out there, it's hard for you to balik. It's hard for you to keep it. So the risk of you being hurt is really high, and the hurt is really bad. Contohnya like you like someone, but that someone ada orang lain sudah. How would you feel? The urge to tell her is really, really high. And then the pain you feeling for it to get out is really hard to keep it lah.
Sabar.
Yeah, I'm getting emotional. Wow.
Okay,
so itulah buruk dia bagi saya lah. Kalau kamu?
Sama lah. Itulah baik dia kita dapat apa kamu cakap tadi? Jaga hubungan yang kita, seseorang yang kita suka tu dengan baiklah, dengan terjagalah.
Hati kita pun terjaga.
Hati kita terjaga, hubungan kita terjaga. Buruk dia orang yang kamu suka tu, perempuan yang kamu suka tu dah ada orang lain. Habis lah kan?
Ya, lepas tu kalau kamu dah cuba bagi care dengan dia, bagi dia everything, like help her, of him lah. So you sacrifice a lot lah. In a way, you always there for her. But in a way, you treat her better lah. You know. Tapi still, she ended up pergi dengan orang lain. So like,
faham.
Yeah. Memang kecewa lah.
Memang kecewa lah kan. So itulah yang pengalaman, experience kami tentang mencintai dalam diam. Saya yakin yang di luar sana pernah mengalami situasi macam ni. Saya yakin sangat.
Kalau tak pernah sekali, 2 kali.
Kalau tak pernah sekali, 2 kali. So janganlah malu untuk luahkan perasaan kamu dengan orang lain, okay?
Yeah.
So stay safe, COVID dekat Sarawak ni teruk kan.
Tidak juga. Kucing okey, tapi yang lain tu teruk.
Ya kucing, tapi dekat yang lain, daerah lain.
Ya.
Teruk lah juga. Stay safe, stay at home. Apa lagi? Subscribe. Jangan lupa subscribe. Comment, like, share. Bell button. Apa lagi? Share.
Boleh saya tambah satu lagi?
Okay, tambah.
Okay, before we go, I just want to say is that love is a risk.
Love is a risk.
Either way that you're gonna get hurt or you're gonna be happy, yang tu it's all terletak di tangan Tuhan lah, basically.
It's all about
destiny.
It's all, tu semua jodoh Tuhan. Tuhan saja yang tahu. Okay, so doa yang baik. Itu saja daripada kami. Jimmy mengundurkan diri. Thank you Ilana for bagi experience ni kan.
Ya, sama-sama.
Okay, sama-sama.
Ilana, peace out.
Jangan peace out dulu. Relax lah. So tu sajalah kan.
Ya.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Peace out.